It's indeed a pleasure, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We'll see if you say the same thing when I finish my speech. I was surprised to read in the newspapers that Charlie Morgan, who had lunch with me in December, had asked for a reimbursement. He had invited me to lunch, picked me up at my home, took me to lunch, picked up the check, and took me back. My lunch bill was, I had one entree for either $8.95 or $9.95. I had a cup of coffee with it. And so my bill was maybe in the area of $11 or so. I was surprised to see it was $38, incidentally. But then I remembered that Charlie ordered a second entree and actually had it packed to take home with him. When he drove me home, he remembered that he forgot that extra entree that was left over that was packed for him to take home. And I urged him to go back and get it, but he didn't. In any event, I don't need my lunch paid for on the backs of the West Windsor taxpayer. They pay more than enough. And so what I'm going to do is I've already made out a check in the amount of $15, which covers the taxes and the tips. And I'd like to present it to the mayor. Since I don't see the, oh, no, you know what, let me present it to this man of business administrator. And that covers tax, tips, and my lunch. I don't get a cup of coffee here just between me and you in this town. And if I knew that you were going to pick this up and get the town to reimburse it, I could have met you here in one of the conference rooms here at Town Hall. I didn't have to go out and have lunch with you, Charlie. I mean, that's ludicrous to put this thing through. And by the way, I have cell phone costs. I know one of the council persons complained. I have cell phone costs. I have gas costs, fuel costs. I have a fax machine in which I get loads of material in from the township. I have paper costs. So I don't put it in for reimbursement. And you know something? There are hundreds of citizens in this township who volunteer on township commissions, on township boards, on township committees. Even as far as 94 volunteer firefighters and emergency service technicians who go out not only to save lives for fires, but other emergency situations, and even put their lives at risk for us. They don't get a dime. You know why? Because they feel like I feel. It's an honor to serve my neighbors and one of the residents in this town. It's an honor for you guys to sit up there, believe it or not. And stop penny-anting with these 50% increases nonsense. I said, do your job. If you have a legitimate reimbursable thing, I mean, Charlie, your conscience could be your guide. If you want, for your share, the town to reimburse you, go ahead and do it. Put it in and set up a procedure, mechanism that make you guys feel comfortable, and just do what you have to do, whatever's necessary. My suggestion is, if you could, postpone this vote on the salary increase, come up with some legitimate reimbursable expense procedure mechanism, and come away looking. I want to give you sage political advice. I've given pretty much everyone here political advice privately. I'm going to give it to you publicly. This cannot help you. This is political suicide. If you want to run, again, it's not going to help you. And if you think 3 years from now, when you may run again, because people will forget, they're not going to forget this. They will remember this. And quite frankly, if I'm still around, I'll remind them about it.